All right. Hello and welcome to Dale Travis Court at Trinity Episcopal School. I am Carter Tyree here, joined by Ash Bell,
Hello.
and we're here for the Trinity Titans taking on the Veritas Lions in an LIS volleyball matchup. Ash, how did your game go?
The first set went well. We were really close, but our second set was not as good, which is funny. We as JV beat them last time, and I think we underestimated them this time. So, yeah.
In their last match with varsity also took care of them.
Yeah. I'm very excited for this game.
Yeah.
Should be a good game.
Varsity's coming off a loss yesterday at Collegiate.
Mhm.
And they have a game tomorrow, so 3 in a row for varsity this week.
We have the same.
Yeah.
Because this was a makeup game from that Friday that everything got canceled.
Right.
So.
The hurricane.
Yeah.
So Ash, why don't you talk us through the starting lineup right here? You've seen a lot more volleyball than I have this year.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what we're looking at is Rose is the starting setter. I believe Jalen is going to start middle, and Fiona starting outside. And then I think Caitlin might switch out with August for libero spot, because that's usually how things go. Oh, no, it's Sarah. My bad. Sarah switching out for August. Yeah. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Starting on serve receive. I personally like to start on serve receive. However, I find a lot of other people like to start with serving, but I like serve receive because you can get control of the ball first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I mean, at the high school level, as we see Veritas hit their serve long, Titans open the game with the first point. At the high school level, you're not seeing a ton of aces.
Yeah.
So that would make more sense. You know, you kind of want the ball as soon as I say that, forcing an error off the service.
Rose is a really strong server.
Nice little touch there from Veritas to get it over the block.
A nice spot there.
This Veritas team looks a little bit smaller than ours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be interested to see if they're doing a lot of stuff where they're trying to place the shots instead of go meet us at the net.
Mm-hmm. A nice hit from, I believe that was Caitlin.
Yep, Caitlin from the second level. Very nice. Now, I know this year hasn't been going as well as volleyball is wanted, but it's still an improvement on last year.
Yeah,
as that serve
definitely.
goes long.
I heard Coach Steve talking about it before our game. They were, I believe he said like 6-13 last year, wins and losses, and this year they're pretty even, if not more wins than losses, I think.
Yeah.
So definitely a big improvement.
And you look at the team, they have only 4 seniors, but they're 4 key players on that team.
Yeah. A nice spot for that hit.
Nicely done there by the Titans.
Those deep hits are not only hard to get a perfect spot, but are also really hard for the other team to receive. So those are always what you aim for when you either a free ball or a hit. The deep and line are always what you're going for.
Ooh. Unfortunate there as
Yeah.
the bump comes straight into her face.
Yeah. You always
Titans-
have those just small points where you make a small error, and it's just. But hopefully Trinity can get this momentum back.
As Veritas beats the block there, and we're tied at 4s here in the first set.
Oh, setter change to Campbell.
Yep. Nice dig there from the Veritas there. But that one's long. Trinity gets the point. I think that's the 3rd or 4th ball the Titans have hit long so far. Looks like they're a little overexcited to start.
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely, when you're high on adrenaline or excited, you can definitely put more power into your swings than you mean to. And that's a really good example of hitting deep when the back row they know their position, so they think because it's over their heads it's out, but it's just like right on the line, and then it's just a really nice point.
Yeah. Good block there by the Titans. And a double hit by Veritas. And the Titans take the point, retake the lead here in the first set.
Personally, I think setter is the hardest position in volleyball, mostly because they have to watch for double touches like that. They have to set it well enough for the players to get it. It is like the hitter's job, even if it's a bad set, to get the 3rd ball over. But I overall think that setter is hard.
Yeah, and for so many of the possessions, you want the ball to go through your setter. So they're controlling so much of the game.
Yeah. We always say setters has second ball unless they call help on it. So if it's like too far out of reach, if it's on the other side of the court from the setter, they'll call help. But otherwise, like, back off from it because it's the setters.
As that one's also line from Veritas. And they're going to take their first timeout. It's a good start from the Titans here early. It looks, as we've talked about, like they're a little amped up, and they've been hitting a little over. But as they showed in their last match with Veritas, they are probably the stronger team. So they'll, Coach Van Huss will try to settle them down, get them hitting the ball where they want it, and hopefully get into this game.
They have a great way of not only getting each other's spirits up or their energy up when they're maybe falling behind, which they're not in this case, but if they are, they always keep their energy up.
And we're hopefully back as Veritas serves the ball into the net, experiencing some technical difficulties. Titans currently lead 11-8. Here in the first set as Sarah sets a serve. It's going to stay for the Titans. Tough to handle that hit, and the Lions' libero couldn't hold it. And that's a tough one there from Veritas.
I'm not hearing anything.
Great save there by Caitlin Watkins, but it's going to go out of bounds for the Titans as Veritas pulls it back within 3. Veritas staying close here. A lot tighter match than the last one. They've done well to be able to get what they can as a nice little, and she's able to sneak it over.
Great dump there.
Yeah. And that went into the net. Great spot there.
It's just quiet. I think it's just quiet. All right. Hopefully our technical difficulties have been resolved. I believe that wasn't over the net, so I believe she went too far over the net. Fine.
Nash, when you're up against the net, does it ever get stressful? You're up there, you're worried about touching it or worried about going over it?
I touched the net a lot by accident. I did a lot better today. I think I only touched it once, so I was really happy about that. But last game yesterday was just I needed to fix it. But it definitely does. It's definitely a matter of how far away you are from the net, and if you're jumping forward or if you're just jumping straight up. The ideal situation is you jump straight up. However, sometimes it can be tempting to reach because you want to reach for the ball, make sure the ball doesn't come on your side, make sure that you block it and it goes back on their side. So it definitely can be stressful.
Yeah. And a lot of that goes back to the setters probably, especially, when you're trying to set up a spike. If the setter's putting it too close to the net, they probably can't open it up as much as they want just because they'd be carrying themselves into the net.
Yeah. It's definitely a matter of how you jump, as a player, how you jump. If the set's too tight, then you got to jump straight up and down, or you can't jump too far forward. If the set's like 1-2 feet away from the net, then I would say you usually jump straight up. But yeah. Really nice block by, I believe it was Jalen who was blocking.
Yep. And the Titans have opened up a 9-0 run here, starting to pull away. Starting to figure out that front line a little bit and take advantage of their size here against Veritas. That's a nice hit through by the Veritas to stop the run for the moment.
That was a really great point from Veritas. Definitely stopping the Trinity momentum. Momentum is a really big thing in volleyball.
And there's an ace from Veritas, mostly on Titan communication there, as the Titans kind of all just looking at each other as the ball lands.
Nice tip.
Lovely tip there.
Nice hit from Jalen. Definitely a really nice spot there. I don't believe the libero was in that spot, so it was definitely a great placing.
Yeah, and the Titans have really started to target that center of the court, trying to find Jalen. Just sneaks it through the block. Nice hit there by Caitlin. The lefty coming in handy there for sure, being able to hit it across the court like that.
Yeah. Number 20 for Veritas serving now. We don't have a roster in front of us, so anyone from Veritas watching, I'm sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was hung up at soccer, so as I sprinted over here, was unable to pick up their rosters.
Saved the day, because I didn't know the password.
Yes, I can do everything else, but memorize opposing teams' rosters is not on that list.
Those hits are definitely ones that can frustrate people, because if it's blocked, then it's one thing, but if you just hit it into the net, then it's another. Then you feel like that was an easy point, but you just lost it. That was a good call from Trinity, calling out.
Nice hit by Caitlin, but saved.
Nice playing on Veritas' side. They had some really nice saves.
And that serves into the net, and Titans have game point.
Set point for the Titans, with Caitlin up for serve.
And there it is for the Titans, first set. And they jump out to a 1-0 lead. Now I think the Titans there, they started off a little slow. At 13-10 at one point, but kind of got in their groove, started to open up that run there.
It's definitely a matter of taking momentum and keeping it.
I think a sport like volleyball, where to win the match, you need 75 points. So being able to keep momentum's just as important as any sport out there. Ash, did you see anything you think the Titans should probably look to improve upon for the next sets?
There were a few deep hits and serves that I think the Trinity should look out for, but overall I think they're playing pretty well. Maybe a bit of communication. We saw a few balls drop between 2 or 3 people, but yeah.
All right.
Minute and a half until the start of the next set.
For those of you guys who are frequent volleyball viewers, you may notice that senior Lily Jeanette is on the bench in a sling today. But the Titans so far are able to take care of that first set without their senior leader. In any sport, when you're down a person, other people need to step up, play different roles. In a sport like volleyball, it's a little bit simplified with only 6 players on the court, but
It's a little simplified.
Having to switch around still got to be an issue.
Yeah, it's if you go in place of somebody else and it's a position you don't usually play, then your rotations can be off, and obviously that's gonna give the ball to the other team. So it can definitely be stressful, but that's why in volleyball, coaches really stress that everyone knows how to play every position. Even if every single game you play as, say, a middle hitter or even as a setter, coaches want you to know the rotations, or at least where you're supposed to be if you happen to be put into another position for just those reasons.
Second set, here we go. Rose starts us off.
Point for Veritas. I don't think the Trinity coaches will be too happy about that one.
No, point immediately off the dig, and Veritas wasn't even trying to get it over, but Titans just not on their toes there.
Those are things we call overpasses, where immediately the ball goes straight back to the side, and it's usually off of a free ball, which that was, and usually free balls are pretty easy to receive, so.
Quick 2 points here for Veritas.
Nice hit from, I believe that was Dakota.
Very nice hit, yeah. Dakota able to get it across court. Seems like it surprised the back line of Veritas a little bit.
Good job playing off the net on Veritas.
And it's another miscommunication from the Titans. Second or third we've seen today. It's just interesting, you know, in a match where the Titans probably assumed they're going to win.
Yeah.
Some of those little things being taken a little lightly has been costing them.
Usually the Trinity team is pretty good about not getting ahead of themselves, not underestimating the other team, even if they won the first and maybe even second set. But this is one of those times where there's really no momentum from either team, at least not yet. It's kind of the points back and forth continuously.
And definitely early on in this second set, neither team has been really winning the points. It's been a lot of your other team losing the points. So it'll be interesting to see if one of those teams can grab that momentum like you're talking about.
A lot of us giving them easy points from either the ball just dropping on our side or just otherwise sloppy playing.
Nice block there by the Titans.
Nice and strong serve. Strong ace, I should say.
Very well
Yeah,
done.
it was Fiona.
One of the stronger servers on the Titans, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if she can get a run going. And that's what we call the commentator's curse. As immediately the service is into the net. So that's my bad on that one, guys. Nicely done to set up that hit. Good.
Really nice kill by Sarah. I watch varsity sometimes in practices and in games like this, and I'm a middle blocker, and so I'll watch either the middle blockers or even sometimes the outside hitters, and they'll just swat it down. And I'm like, I whisper to myself, I want to do that.
Well, Ash, I'm sure it's coming soon. Just
it's definitely
a little more work.
Watching the varsity is definitely really fun. A lot of the time, even in practice.
The little break and play here is from digging the ball out from underneath the stands. That's something you only get in high school volleyball. As Fiona puts that one into the net. And Veritas have their lead back up to 3.
Really good covering on Trinity's side, covering and being prepared for that block. Good job for Veritas for playing that off the net and keeping it in play.
Veritas looking much better early in this set. However, similarly in the first set, they started off very strong, and then the Titans kind of settled in. So. Nice dig there by Caitlin.
Nice line hit. Unfortunately, I didn't see the number who hit that on Veritas, but that was those are one of those balls where you think it could be out, but then it also could be in.
And that's kind of seemed to be Veritas's strongest suit. Obviously, as we talked about, they're not as big as the Titans. They're not able to go over the top of the Titans. So those short shots or trying to place the ball has really been working for them so far in this match. Great work by Veritas there to keep the ball alive. And Dakota fires it home. That's got to be tough for a team when you have multiple players making long runs, saving the ball, but you end up losing the point.
Yeah. A nice ace from Rose.
And the Titans have pulled it back level here. Big block by the Titans there. Still alive. 4 hits.
Yes, that was 4 touches from Veritas. I thought Trendy maybe had touched it on that block, but I guess not.
I'm not fully sure what the 4th touch was, or the extra touch, but
Yeah.
either way, Veritas point. We're still tied at 11 here in the second set.
Nice hit.
Very nice. She's been doing a really good job just dunking that right in there.
Yeah. I should say nice kill from Jalen. Trendy is definitely coming back with their momentum from so far multiple plays.
Yeah, absolutely. And it started with the servers, first from Rose, now from Fiona. As there's back-to-back aces.
Yeah. Really nice spot. Veritas will call a timeout.
Makes sense. They need to regroup right here. Veritas does. You know, came out of the gates hot in this set again. And once again, Trinity weathered the storm, coming back now. Veritas needs to find a way to stop the run. In that first set, they didn't, and Trinity was able to put up 10 in a row, 11 in a row, and kind of just put the set away.
Yeah. Volleyball timeouts can be a mixture of trying to break the other team's momentum or just maybe even changing something that they're doing in their lineup or how they're playing.
So in basketball, a lot of the times they come out of the timeout and they have a set play they want to run. They're like, we're going to go to this spot on the court.
Yeah.
In volleyball, does that similar stuff happen?
It can, but it can also, like, switching up how they're set up or playing could be players might shift around just a little bit in a way that they might, if the serve is consecutive, over and over is a deep serve, then they might put even a front row player deeper. Nice hit on Veritas.
Pretty good execution right there from Veritas for sure.
Being able to beat that block always feels really nice.
Nicely done again from Caitlin on that left side. She's so dangerous when she's on that side just because the blocks don't really seem to know how to adjust to her being left-handed and come across. They're still trying to kind of push her in the middle where her right hand would be, but the left hand is creating that space on the outside.
Yeah. A big back and forth. Those things, especially for if you're the front row player or the blocker going back and forth, can be really stressful. You jump, your feet hit the floor, and you just jump straight back up. So it can definitely be stressful in those times.
Ooh, unfortunate there, as it just sneaks through her hands. Veritas keeping it close here in the second set. Nice block there. And I'll put it down. It's a good adjustment there from the Titans, where last time Veritas went to that side right out of the timeout. Block was a little slow getting there.
Yeah.
Now able to get there in time.
Timing of the blocks and the hitting is super important because you could go up to block and it just be too early, and then you could completely miss a good block. Bit of miscommunication on Veritas side. You can see that. Actually, never mind. No, that's just how their lineup is. I was gonna say that they put a front row player back because of the serves, but that's just how the rotation's going, I believe.
Well, unable to make anything of it there as the set comes way too close to the net, and that player coming up from the back line not able to make it there.
Veritas will take another timeout. Definitely another case of Trinity taking momentum and just completely keeping it.
Well, and in this timeout, you guys can't see it on your screens at home, but Veritas coach not saying a word, and the players sorting it out, trying to figure out what's kind of going wrong as the Titans are on a little bit of a run here, pulling away again.
I really like watching teams where the coach says, "I want you all to talk because y'all are on the court and you all know what's going wrong." So I really like it when the coaches just let players figure out what's wrong themselves, because then they can change it. And if the coach might come in and say, "Hey, we're gonna change this," but overall, it's up to the players on the court.
Yeah, and as a coach, that's all you can ask from your players. You want them to be able to make those adjustments on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously, every coach wishes they were still playing, and a lot of them you can tell by how much they're yelling or jumping up and down on the sidelines.
Yeah.
We're all invested in the game, but we can't do anything. It's on to the players. So when you have a team that's able to make their own corrections and communicate well, as that's a nice point there for the Titans, then it's less that you have to worry about as a coach and more that you can trust your players.
Mm-hmm. Nice block by, I think that was Caitlin and Sarah.
It is a very nice block there. That combination of Caitlin and Sarah have really stepped up in terms of blocking. I think they have 3 or 4 now.
Really nice dig by number 3 on Veritas.
And another nice dig by number 3 on Veritas. Just had a few of those in this game. Oh.
One thing I'm noticing about how Veritas plays is no matter where the set is, the hitters, I'm going to say like 90-95% of the time always get a hit out of it, even when maybe the other team is thinking that should be a free ball. But so I really admire how they get a hit out of almost every single set.
They're definitely not having as many errors. This is a really nice shot there for Trinity. They definitely don't have as many errors as it's more when the Titans are getting points, it's the Titans having to earn those points.
Yeah.
Hit a good ball, put it somewhere.
Yeah.
So credit to Veritas for making the Titans earn it.
Double touch.
Double hit.
That's going back to what I was saying before and how I think setter is one of the hardest positions and underrated in general because you have to match the timing perfect on your sets.
I mean, it's definitely a position where you have to stay focused 100% of the time because ball's going to be coming to you, and you need to be able to, forgive the pun, but set your teammates up as that serve is long.
Good call on Trinity's side. Miscommunication on Veritas will give the Titans 24 points, set point for the Titans.
Yeah. Nice little way for the Titans to clean up this set as Veritas actually started out with the lead here early on. I think 9-5 at one point. Titans able to roar back and
definitely not something you can lose focus over, no matter the points. Great call on Titans' part. That'll be the end of the second set for Trinity. So for JV, we play best 2 out of 3, but varsity plays best 3 out of 5. So this next set really determines whether Veritas, we play the rest of the sets if Veritas wins this one, or if Trinity will take the entire match.
yeah, and for a team like Veritas, which, a little bit less successful this season than Trinity, I think a lot of what you have to say as a coach and a lot of what you have to take away are the little victories, right? So you go, okay, well, they've beaten us twice. Let's try to get this next set, one set at a time, improve what we can improve on.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Tyree, who is not only producing, broadcasting, but he is also live tweeting the game. So, good job.
I wear many hats as athletics media coordinator. This is why we always ask you guys at the meetings, can we get as large a crew as we can to work these games?
Yeah. My brother Jeff Bell would come home late a lot of the nights, and he would come from usually doing the camera, producing, and maybe I don't know if we did live tweeting last year. No, okay, so he would come from doing camera and producing majority of the nights. So it's definitely something to be acknowledged about.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first full year with TSBN, and we're 2 months in, and, you guys have really stepped up, been able to do a lot more this year with you guys. Really proud of how it's going so far, and I think a lot of people are enjoying it. I know I've gotten a lot of compliments. I know Hamlin's received a lot from the people that watch, the people that follow along. And we love you guys. Keep supporting us, and we'll keep working to get you Titans athletics as we head to the third set. No, Ash, I think the key for the Titans here is probably just stay focused,
Definitely. volleyball is one of those sports where no matter, even if you're winning by a lot, you have to stay focused because anything can happen. You know, the team could bounce back. And with Veritas starting with the serve, going into the third set, like I'll say it again, anything could happen with this one.
Quick start for the Titans off the service error. Yeah, but I think if you look, you know, if you're Coach Vinhus, you still want to see your team perform as best they can. Game tomorrow, as we mentioned, they're taking on homeschool. Next week they have St. Catherine's again, I think. So it's another big game.
Yeah.
St. Gertrude next week, which will probably be a broadcast.
I know that my season only has about 2 weeks left. I don't know about varsity, but definitely coming closer to the end of the season, and they're doing a lot better. Bit of miscommunication on Veritas' side will give Trinity their third point.
Yeah, I think varsity also only has about 2 weeks left in the regular season. Then it comes time for LAS tournament. We'll see how that goes. If they can make a run in that, maybe they'll sneak into states. Volleyball currently unranked in the state, but a lot of ranked teams in the LIS. So if you can beat some of those teams, you can definitely jump up the rankings pretty quickly. As the Titans jump out to a 4-0 lead here.
Veritas is calling a timeout. I think maybe in this case, the coach wants the team to take a break and realize they are making a good amount of mistakes and just letting the Trinity get a few easy points in this case with miscommunication.
Yeah, and I think, you know, on the Veritas side of things, like we talked about, they just need to focus and take it a little, you know, take it 1 point at a time, take it one match at a time here. And focus on being able to do it themselves. As for the Titans here, coming out in this third set, you're already up 2-0 and you jump out to a quick 5-0 lead. It's got to be a little bit demoralizing for the Lions.
Yeah. Nice saves by Veritas. Overall, Trinity will take that point. However, there was a really good dig by Veritas libero number 3 on that hit.
I think she's definitely been one of the better players for Veritas so far.
Definitely. Nice kill from Veritas. Nice saves by Trinity.
Well done to keep it alive. And Dakota through the block. Really nice there.
in those situations of a huge back and forth, of just continuously big saves and playing off the net, that's definitely somewhere I would get super stressed. But it's really important to not lose focus, and both teams showed that they definitely didn't. Nicely played from Veritas. Definitely trying to steal this momentum. Only down by 4.
Yeah, and you can definitely see some of the players starting to get a little more fatigued on both sides, with these rallies lasting a little longer as the teams are less aggressive with their hits and the players are a little tired, a little less energy in these last couple points.
Four touches on Trinity's side will give Veritas their 5th point.
Still alive.
That was a great play by Trinity.
August Gregory putting her body on the line there. Ooh, and that one drops right on the line.
Nicely played by both teams, with Veritas
Absolutely.
taking that point eventually with a really nice deep, I believe it was a free ball if I'm not mistaken, but it might have been a hit. Definitely one of those areas that's hard for the other team to receive, but overall, a really good placement.
Absolutely, and I'm not even sure if Fiona had gone for it, if she was going to be able to get there.
Point taken right back by Trinity.
And that stops the 4-0 run from Veritas as the Titans get their first point in a little. Veritas pushes another one across.
Veritas only down by 1 now. It's a little like how Veritas, the first 2 games, had taken the lead at the beginning, but then Trinity came back.
Yeah, this time the Titans jumped out to an early 5-0 as a nice hit by Caitlin is dug out. But a double hit.
Double touch on Veritas. So Trinity has 9 points, Veritas with 7. With Dakota serving.
Yeah, again, can't help feel responsible for that. After earlier in the game talking about how great Dakota's serves have been. Well, second straight service error.
Yeah. Number 3 serving for Veritas.
gives it right back to the Titans.
Good communication on the Titans, but good call for Veritas. Number 6 going to serve for Veritas now. Nicely blocked. Good job on the Titans to get it right back.
And they'll get the point. Now Sarah Brown to serve. A lot of these substitutions have been taking out frontline players for another person to serve for them. But I would think for the most part, you know, those taller frontline players who are athletic would have better serves.
I think they definitely are. I'm not completely sure how varsity's substitution works, but I do see a few, I believe you call them pinch servers, where they'll go in to serve and then play for that play, and once the other team gets the ball, they'll switch back out. Nice block from Veritas, way to keep it.
And we're back level here in the third set, 11-11. Make a wish.
Hit goes out. Number 20 serving for Veritas now. Hit goes out again.
And a couple sort of rushed plays there by the Titans where they're overhitting.
Definitely a time where they need to, we say, take a breath and focus. I see what Trinity is trying to do, hit on the line, making it harder to tell for the, making it harder for Veritas to tell whether it's in or out. But it's been a little rough. I don't think it's going as planned.
Well, as you can tell, they're putting Jayla back in. You know, they were trying to give some of their other players, like Lainey, who's been a senior for this team, some more chances. But with Veritas pulling away, they're kind of bringing some of those starters back in.
Rose will be up to serve. 2-point difference. Definitely definitely an intense game.
Yeah, I mean, Veritas is definitely, although down 2 sets to none, held their own, and
they're definitely coming back.
Yeah, they've been close in all of the sets so far. Titans have been able to pull away in both of the first 2 right here. Veritas up to 15-12. And you definitely have a lot of positives to take away from this if you're Veritas.
Hit goes into the net. Another point for Veritas. Number 21 serving.
Titans kind of reeling here. When do you think coach should probably pull a timeout, just kind of reset?
I don't. He calls a timeout now.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that timing. I think the Trinity is making multiple little mistakes that have become a bigger issue throughout the team. So I definitely think a timeout at this point is a good idea. We can see Lily, although she's out of this game, talking to the team. She's definitely a big leader for the Titans, someone who keeps the energy up. So.
Yeah, and right now, Titans just need to take a breath and get back to what they've been doing.
Yeah.
A lot of errors have led to this Veritas lead for this set. Got to settle back in, and you got to make them beat you.
Mm-hmm. Fiona will be serving for Titans. Veritas creeping up in the to the 20s. Great call on Trinity's side.
Absolutely, yeah. That ball's very close to the line. Nicely done by Fiona to let it go.
Yeah.
And 3 straight points out of the timeout for the Titans.
Serve gone short. Number 16 serving for Veritas now.
Nicely done there.
Mac will go to serve now. Great hit for Veritas.
Very nice. Able to split the Titans back line there. Nothing either of them could do.
Mm-hmm. Number 9, Veritas serving.
Nice dig.
Really good job on Veritas for running after that ball.
Yes, you guys at home can't see off the screen that far, but Veritas players showing great effort there, running after that ball as each hit successively puts it further and further away from the net.
Yeah. Great serve.
Nicely done. Right back for the Titans. And a timeout taken to try to stem the Titans' run here as they open up out of a little 6-2 run.
You can be confident using Farmers Insurance.
Definitely an exciting game. Being at the moment 1 point difference.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're the Titans here, you want to close it out in this one, you know. You're still up 2-0, so losing this set wouldn't kill you, but, you know, you'd like to close it out in one, because every time Veritas wins a set, they gain a little more confidence, and
Yeah.
as soon as you're able to close the door, if you're the Titans, you're going to want to do it. Go to the serve.
Great dig there. Out on the Titans. Number 10 serving for Veritas now.
Nice push there from Caitlin to get it through the block. Titans back within one. This one looks like it might come down to the wire.
Definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if this game goes on further than 25. Good job, Titans, specifically Sarah, for being there, being ready for that tip.
Yeah, and that's an advantage the Titans definitely have over any bump that's too close to the net. They're able to put away, as Veritas doesn't really have the size to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Nice dig by Caitlin. And that must have been just on the line as the Titans thought it was out. Well placed by Veritas.
Great spot for the Titans.
Really nice. Right on the line. Titans up 2 now, or up 1 now, 22-21. Pulling ever closer to putting this game away. And that's set a little bit too high.
I would say either too high or the hitter might have gone too early, which again goes back to that timing thing of both blocks and hitting. Definitely something that's hard to master, but something you have to learn early on. Miscommunication for the Titans. Veritas will break their momentum with number 20 serving.
Yeah, and that's definitely something Coach will have to work on going forward, as we've seen that one too many times. Lions may have saved it there, as that ball may have been going out.
Set point for the Titans.
Huh?
I didn't know if you had already said that.
I had not.
Okay.
set point and match point for the Titans here. And just a miss hit there from Caitlin, and Veritas now back within 1. As the Titans still looking to put this one away. And there it is. Jayla puts it down, and the Titans take home the win. I mean, definitely some rough spots for the Titans, but overall, you know, a 3-0 win.
Yeah.
And they had some great runs where they were playing some really nice volleyball.
Definitely.
So, Ash, as we do on TSPN, who do you think is your player of the game?
Well, for Veritas, I'd definitely say number 3, their libero.
I'd agree with that.
And then for the Titans, it's a hard one, but I think I might go with Caitlin. She had some strong serves and some strong hits. So I definitely think she was a really strong player.
Yeah, I mean, a great call. Caitlin had a very nice game. She was able to put away a lot of those shots on the left side. I think I'll go with Jayla then. You know, able to dominate the middle, and
Yeah.
Veritas really had no answer when she was able to get herself set up right in the center of the court. But again, the Titans take home the victory, 3-0, 25-16, 25-15, 25-23. They're back at it again tomorrow as the Central Virginia Homeschool Association Patriots come to the SD Center. And TSPN will be back with you next Tuesday for boys soccer taking on Woodbury Forest, which should be a big matchup in the VPL and could have implications on who ends up winning the VPL championship.
Oh,
So
exciting.
be sure to thanks for joining us, and be sure to tune back in. For Carter Tyree and Ash Bell, we thank you guys.